Over the years, I had numerous people who came to the first day of Stop Smoking clinics, but told me they couldn't come to the rest of the program. They wanted to quit smoking, and they knew that the clinic would help them, but they couldn't do it because they were closet smokers. They were people who had quit at one time, relapsed, but never told the family that they relapsed. And they've been struggling on their own to quit for who knows how long. And now there's a clinic in the area. They decided to give it a shot, and but they couldn't continue in the program because they'd have to admit where they were going. You know, it was 5 nights in a row. It was hard to do that 5 nights in a row without coming up with some explanation of where you were going. These people were handicapped in a way just by the fact that they couldn't come to a program. That was a limitation. But also, these are people who were going into withdrawal, and they couldn't tell people what was wrong. You know, they could have started acting very erratically, very bizarre, and at least when you're quitting smoking and you're having reactions, you can let people around you know. You could warn them about it. These people couldn't do that, and it was quite a problem to them. Now, it's some people will hear stuff like this and think, well, you know, who cares what other people think? These people cared what other people think. You know this because they're closet smokers. You know what? If you don't care what other people think, you're just smoke and you don't care. But no, these people cared. You got to understand what the quality of these people's lives were all the time that they were smoking. This isn't even getting into the quitting issue they have to deal with. All the time they're smoking, they're constantly in fear of being caught. These people generally smoke the bare minimum. They smoke when nobody was around. They'd smoke in their car, although in their car there's probably a certain level of paranoia. I mean, I know from conversation with some of these people, they were paranoid that they were always going to get caught. Because you got to understand, they're getting caught in a lie. And it may be a massive lie. These people may have been, you know, trying to lead this life to everybody that, you know, they've been smoke-free for all this time period, and they could have been doing this for a very long time. Being a closet smoker is not a fun way to exist. One thing about smoking, I always tell people, if you're going to smoke, smoke. Meaning, if you're a pack-a-day smoker, you probably better smoke a pack a day. Because if you're a pack-a-day smoker who tries to throw yourself down to 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, you're just never comfortable. You're constantly in withdrawal. Or what you do is you smoke when you can. Meaning, if all of a sudden you get like a 2 or 3 hour break where nobody's around, oh God, you could chain smoke those 2 or 3 hours. Try to get your nicotine level as high as you can so when they come back you can put up with them. Well, those kind of people, oh my God, they're either over smoking or under smoking all the time. They're either nicotine poisoned all the time or in withdrawal all the time. This is a horrible way to live, but this is part of their life of a closet smoker these days. Most people don't do that. Most people just end up having to smoke reduced amount, but they're basically in a chronic withdrawal state all the time, thinking like, oh, but they get the joy of those few cigarettes, you know, that they, when they get them, you know, they get this real hit. Well, they do. They get they get their buzz from their cigarette. What they're doing is trying to pull out of withdrawal and starting to feel a little better, although they probably are not going to get enough. They're just not going to get enough to really get them out of withdrawal. It's a horrid way to live, you know, in this day and age when, again, the existence of closet smokers is so pervasive. It's not a time in your life where you want to be a smoker. At least when you were smoking your old quantity, oh yeah, it was killing you, but at least you weren't suffering every day until it finally caused a massive problem. Oh yeah, there may have been interim levels of suffering. You know, as you started getting a little bit more crippled from smoking, as you started having more little disabilities that you don't have. But at least you were able to keep your withdrawal level comfortable. But this day and age as a closet smoker, it's chronic suffering. It's chronic embarrassment. It's chronic paranoia. Again, this is the package deal that these people have to live with. If you're a closet smoker, see what's going on, recognize what it is, and realize there's an easy solution where you don't have to worry about getting caught, you don't have to worry about the lie, and you don't have to worry about the risks of being a smoker. It's an easy solution. It's stopping smoking. Don't become a closet smoker anymore. Just become an ex-smoker. At some point, you may want to fess up to family. It's up to you whether you do that or not, of what was going on. A good time to do it might be when you are quitting again because of what may be encountering at that point in time. But that's a personal decision you have to make. You can quit. Closet smokers, as well as any smoker, can quit smoking and stay off the exact same way. It's by, no matter what other people are thinking or no matter what other people are witnessing, sticking to your own desire to want to stop, making the commitment, and then sticking to that commitment to never take another puff.